Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for ScrapnStamp.ca Hop into Spring blog hop. Today we're using the D's Distinctively Lilac die set, which is also the prize, so make sure you comment to win on the blog. The link will be below. I cut this die as well as a few other dies in my stash, mostly greenery. I used distressed ink and distress oxide inks on all of this white cardstock. I also used a few punches that I had as well. With various shades of the distress ink, I layered up color, allowing each layer to dry. The main portion of the die, I put a coating of oxide ink first and allowed that to dry well using the heat gun to make sure that it was dry, and then that was the end of the oxide inks, and then I went right into the regular old-fashioned distress ink. Mostly shaded lilac was used, and then after I went over all of it with milled lavender and then a little bit of touch of blueprint sketch along the tips. The front and the back were colored, although the back just got a dusting of the lilac. I then shaped them with a tonic flower shaper kit with different attachments on the ends. I decided that I needed some smaller lilac buds, so I used a punch, blending those colors on the leftover cardstock. I cut little yellow flowers with a die, but I used yellow cardstock and no distress ink was added to these because they're just so small. I layered up the lilac pieces onto the lilac frame with glue, maintaining the shape of the flowers or the buds. After I stamped the top portion of the landscape card, I applied the different lilac flowers and buds all over the card, finally settling on one big flower and two smaller ones. I scattered the complementary color of yellow, the little yellow buds, over the top portion of the landscape card. I tried to make the little buds look as though they were falling down or cascading. The various greenery was attached over the green stamps and taking into account where the little buds were attached. Nouveau drops were added to the centers of the yellow and the purple buds. The pink crystal drops color is Sweet Lilac, and that's what I use the majority of the time. Happy Spring from a memory box stamp set was stamped to the front of the front panel. An inside panel was cut, and then I found a lilac bud stamp, so I used the shadow ink for that, and then a shadowing technique. Stamped it on and then stamped it off on both top and bottom. The inside panel was attached to a colored mat, as was the front panel. The inside panel was attached with Nouveau Deluxe liquid glue to the card base, and then the front card panel was attached to the card base using the same adhesive. The liquid adhesive gives you a little bit of wiggle room. I finished off the card with Studio Cadia iridescent bubbles. Here's the front of the card and the inside of the card. I hope that you like it. And here's a photograph. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment to win at KWarnerStudio.com, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.